I normally don't do this where I respond to someone in my comments about something that's going on with Trump. And I got a lot of people that be in my comments trying to protect Trump, but I got to do it in this instance. When I did my taco thing about Trump yesterday, I got this post from one of my followers. I want you to look at the last sentence. He says, now go follow up with a video on the stock market you bashed 3 months ago, LOL. I've been watching. Now, look, Trump has made it so that people like me got a lot to talk about. And if I didn't have 2-3 jobs, not only do I have a 8-hour-a-day job, but I'm also writing syllabi for 3 adjunct online history courses. I got a lot to do. I can sit here all day and just talk about every policy that he's doing. But I got a life outside of this. So I don't talk about the stock market, even though the stock market improved, which, in my opinion, was a sugar high. And today proved it.
Stocks are sinking sharply right now. The Dow is down. Take a look at this. The Dow is down right now, a lot of points.
Hey, when Wolf Blitzer said it's down a lot of points, that sounded like some shit Trump would say, wouldn't it? Because he don't know the numbers. But also, that was this morning. At the end of the day's trading, it was down 500 points. So it rallied a little bit, but it still lost. And why did it do that?
This morning's lackluster jobs report and President Trump's new tariff policy clearly having a major impact. The Labor Department says just 73,000 jobs were added to the U.S. economy in July, far fewer than expected, and revised figures show June with the weakest job growth in more than 4 years.
Now, again, I'm going to tell you, the president cannot control the stock market, and the president cannot, quote unquote, create jobs, but they can affect it. And Trump has been terrible. I will also say this. The jobs numbers can be adjusted. They adjusted under Obama. They adjusted under Biden. And now they're being adjusted under Trump. Trump's numbers that looked great in March, April, May, June, and July, but when they were adjusted, when the actual good numbers came in and they were able to go look at them, they had to revise them down. And the unemployment rate ticked up another 0.1% to 4.2%. So although it's slowly creeping up, unemployment is creeping up. It was a sugar high. The reason why it was a sugar high, on April 2nd, Donald Trump said he's going to do these tariffs. And when he saw the stock market getting bad, he said, I'm going to pause it until August 1st. I'm going to pause it 90 days. And then over the 90 days, he kept going up and down on that pause. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to pause you. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to pause you. So what did companies do? Companies took that time and rallied and started getting more and more and more product in. So it never looked like we were scarce on products. So stuff looked good until they looked at the numbers in June and July and found out that everything that they had looked at in June, July, and March, and April was a fallacy. It was wrong.
This was an ugly report about the most important part of the U.S. economy, the job market. We learned this morning that the U.S. economy added just 73,000 jobs in July. That was weaker than expected. The unemployment rate went from 4.1 to 4.2% as expected, still low, but moving in the wrong direction. But the big thing here that has economists and investors on Wall Street alarmed is the fact that the U.S. economy added almost no jobs at all in May and June. There were these massive revisions downward to those 2 months, showing that the economy added about 250,000 fewer jobs than previously known. June at just 14,000. Some context, that's the lowest since December of 2020. When you dig into some of these sectors, almost all of the job gains in the month of July came from one sector, and that is healthcare.
And because those numbers got adjusted, you won't believe what Donald Trump did. Oh my God, I just got dizzy. He fired the man that do the statistics because he didn't like the statistics. They're your statistics. When it comes to labor and jobs, you should have fired your labor secretary, not the man that do the numbers. Fucking idiot. let me try to finish this up. And do you know why healthcare gained so many jobs? It's because America is very, very sick, and the cost of healthcare keeps rising. So the healthcare industry needs more people, but that's going to change in 2 years. It's going to change in 2 years once they take $1 trillion out of Medicaid and Medicare and all those hospitals start closing. A lot of that's going to change, but it's going to change in 2 years. It's not going to happen right now. And Republicans are going to try to blame the Democrats in 2 years when all those hospitals fail. In the true words of Keith Murray,
your beef not feasible. You too feeble. You're not equal. You need more people.
now what do you think?